I know one time you and I were talking about when they moved the people out of Jackson Heights.
We're going to bring you back.
That's what they said.
We're going to bring you back. They had that say, and City of Shreveport said, we're going to bring you back.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened with that? I mean, why not? I mean, I wasn't here. I'm just trying to really get an understanding. And why, even if they didn't bring them back, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why wasn't home ownership offered to them, to whatever communities they went to. You know, you'd think you would have some type of.
I'll tell you what was offered to them, Dorothy. What was offered to them
Lease to
was
buy.
5-year lease to buys.
Okay.
You got to rent it for 5 years in order to even start buying it. They want it, they got to start all back over.
No, we're no, that's
So we're putting you all out in Allendale because we want to move in Allendale. So we're going to tear down Jackson Heights and tell you a lie, we're going to bring you back. And then I shared with Brian, when I came on the city council, the Renaissance was already it had been put on the agenda by the prior council, mayor and council. When it came up on the agenda while I was serving, I didn't put it on there, but it was in my district and I knew of it because I recall what happened during the time I was opposing Rosenwald. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
So it's by design.
One eternity later.
Area, you may have noticed some new development in the past few months. It's part of the City of Shreveport's Choice Neighborhoods, a mixed income and mixed use development. KTBS 3's Brandy Campbell was there on site. So Brandy, what'd you learn today?
Hi, Sean. Well, I learned that the first portion of this development could be completed around October towards the end of the year. The area is called Bayou Grande. It's a product of a $24.2 million Choice Neighborhoods Implementation Grant from HUD. It will be developed in stages. They have already completed the first 2 phases of housing, which is Renaissance at Allendale and Cora Allen. This area will have about 328 housing units, and residents will pay based on their income. They also say that residents displaced from the demolition of Jackson Heights housing in 2006 will have the first opportunity to live there.
The big picture is the master plan, centuries, and that we can sit here all day and say, well, what about this and what about this? But Dorothy, the big picture is we've got to get rid of the master plan that we still manipulate now. You know, we come up with a new master plan, 2000, whatever, but it's still gonna be centered and catered around centuries ago of the way they did things in the city of Shreveport, decades ago, meaning that it's not gonna be anything there for us, but borrowed pits and leases. They don't want us to own. I heard my dad on a phone call, and I wasn't even into politics. I think I might have been a teenager or maybe a freshman in sophomore in college. I'm in the house and I could just hear Daddy talking loud and yelling. And I heard my daddy from the back of the house, I was in the front, say, I don't know who he was talking to, but this stayed with me and it still does now as I listen to you, Bryant. He said, they don't ever intend for our children to own a home. Who the they was, I don't know. But I know my daddy used those words. He said, they don't ever intend for our children to own a home.
The saga continues.